Spider-Man No Way Home, we asked him, okay, where's Spider-Man 4? Right? Nope, not the cancel one with Tobey Maguire that happened years ago. Yeah, no, not that one.
Y'all gotta let that one go.
Yeah,
All
you gotta
right.
let that one
Yeah.
go, right? Spider-Man 4 has found its director, is the director of Marvel Shang Chi. Originally was the director for Avengers King Dynasty until they switched it up and everything and made it to Avengers Doomsday, which is now being held by the Russos. This make him the fourth director to held a Spider-Man project, live action. Then we had Sam Raimi with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. We had Mark Webb with the Amazing Spider-Man films. We also had John Watts, who gave us the first three Tom Holland era. And now I'm just going to start off with this. I love it. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. First of all, I think, my personal opinion, I don't care what y'all say, Marvel Shang-Chi was the best Marvel film post Endgame in Phase 4, besides Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a Sony movie, not really Marvel Disney movie. But in Marvel Phase 4, Shang-Chi. It was Shang-Chi for me. We got good news that he can be directing Spider-Man 4. The bad news is, where's Shang-Chi 2? I'm waiting for Shang-Chi 2, you know what I mean? But yeah, aside from that, as director, I think that he could get to do this property, and the fact that Marvel trusted him and Sony to trust him to do this definitely is it's a good sign. Hell, they were gonna give him an Avengers movie, and to the to helm and everything. So I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think he can do action very well, characters very well. What he did with Shang-Chi, but also I think he's very good at introducing new characters, which hopefully in this, we'll get into new characters they can introduce in the Spider-Man film. But yeah, what was your thoughts on all this, man?
This is probably the best choice that I've seen recently. Shang-Chi is one of my favorite newer MCU films post Endgame. And again, Daniel Day Craig, along with the crew from Shang-Chi, just knew what to do when it came to introducing a new character and making the audience love them instantly after that first film. He handles characters well, he handles action well. And again, that type of vibe that I was getting from Shang-Chi, like I still remember watching the movie and having so much fun and loving the characters afterwards that I was like, yes, I want more of that. And you're bringing that level, especially when you remember the stunts from that movie, when you remember the character interaction from that movie. He's going to bring that to the fourth Tom Holland Spider Man film. One, that's amazing. And two, that just makes me even hopeful because it's like, John Watts did a great job with the original trilogy of the MCU Spider Man movies. He did a great job bringing that, young teenage, vibes and everything that came with all three of those movies, to, regardless of how the stakes rose. But here, especially given the fact that, again, Shang-Chi was an adult, I feel like he's going to hopefully get that idea of like a young adult Peter Parker, whether he's still in college or not, going through the hardships of everything post No Way Home, and more mature storytelling while still feeling very much like Peter Parker, still feeling very much like Spider-Man, and heck, maybe even the action is going to improve too, because again, that Shang-Chi action given to Spider-Man is going to be great. And yeah, it does make me question where Shang-Chi 2 is, but I mean, for those who have also read the comics, you know that Shang-Chi has helped Spidey improve his fighting game. So who knows? Maybe Shang-Chi could appear in this. Who knows? But it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. But yeah, I'm very much happy with this news, and I'm very, very excited to see it. They said that they're most likely going to start filming early next year. So if anything, we'll start getting some ideas of where this fourth movie could go. And heck, with where it's filming, this most likely is going to be one of, if not the films before Doomsday.
And he definitely will be signed to returning. Is also reported
Mhm.
that also Zendaya will probably be returning as well. No, pen and paper hasn't been signed yet, but that's basically what they're implying with
Yeah.
that. Now, with this, because they're saying they start shooting early next year, 2025, the only way, and this is where we're hearing speculation about this, in which we thought that the next Spider-Man film most likely is going to be a multiversal story, and going to be actually coming between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Now, in that position and where the current story and what we know of Secret Wars and where they're heading to, is that it's making it putting Spider-Man 4 in a very unique position Now, for me, I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. I think they're probably just going to do the Ant-Man treatment where the movie will take place before Avengers Doomsday, and at the end of the movie, it will just kind of connect to whatever the events of Avengers Doomsday transpired, and they go from there, right? Now, I don't know how they're going to do a multiversal story in this next Spider-Man film, only because to me I felt it was going to be redundant after coming out with the big success of Spider-Man No Way Home. And then I think that's the biggest issue people have, and what I have too, is that not saying that focusing on being a grounded story, but I'm like, okay, if this is going to be a multiversal story, it's not been confirmed, but what it's alluding to, then like what are you going to do? Are you going to bring in other Spider-Man into the fold? But I don't, but here's the thing, I don't want Toby and Andrew back for this next Spider-Man film. I just don't. Now, whether they come back in Avengers Secret Wars, that's not here or there. You know, where they can come back in that. I have a main issue if they come back in the fourth film, because it'll become completely redundant and also lessens the impact of, for me, lessen the impact of what Spider-Man No Way Home was. But yeah, what was your think on that, man? Like,
yeah, you know, I just hope that it, like, I that's the thing. Ever since No Way Home happened, and also ever since that one moment in WandaVision happened, everyone is just like, up, all cards off the table, bring them back for everything. And it's like, that lessens how special it is. Like, say for instance, if they kept bringing back everybody from, like, say Deadpool and Wolverine in every fucking film, like, some you could give kind of a pass, but others are just like, just, you don't overdo it, because then it loses what made it special. I don't want to see Toby and Andrew back in the fourth movie. Doomsday and Secret Wars, that's a whole nother like can of worms. That I will not mind whatsoever. But in the fourth one, it like, people are like, oh, it only succeeded because of the ground, because it's not grounded. It's like, no, Spider-Man stories can be grounded and be good. We dealt with the Sam Raimi trilogy, people. That doesn't mean that grounded stories can't work. What I'm saying is that even if they do introduce any other Spider-Man, like say Ben Reilly or Miles or whatever, don't make it multiversal. Tell the story of where you want to go with Peter Parker post No Way Home. It doesn't need to be multiverse for it to grab people's attention. It could simply just grab the attention by being a good story, which is again why I'm also excited for Daniel Cretton to direct this, because again, he told a good MCU story that had nothing to do with the multiverse and introduced a new character. So it's like, that in that sense, you don't need to go the multiverse route. If you do, you better have a very good reason to, and not bring back the same people. But if you're not, and I hope to God you're not, then just please do that. Tell a good story. And if the ending does lead into Doomsday, then that's completely fine. But otherwise, it's like offer candy every freaking time. We like candy, but we don't like it every for every meal of every day, of every week.
Yeah,